Okay, this is the very first painting that I did, collaborated with Ike Proctor. He's a Maori tattoo artist who I met in Sydney when we both worked at the same place. I became aware of his tattoos that he used to do on weekends. He'd show me pictures of the work on his mobile phone and then on his website. I was very impressed, and I always had an idea of asking him to do some tattoo patterns or Maori patterns. He calls it moko. That's the Maori idea that you represent your family by the patterns, and people in New Zealand can work out where your family's from just from the certain patterns that which he wasn't prepared to do, of course. It's very special, but he just sort of decorated the body. So I just painted a very simple figure and asked Ike to come over to the house, put the patterns or whatever. I didn't really direct him very much. I actually left the house, and he took about 3 hours. And when I came back, you know, I saw this beautiful kind of patterns, especially the sort of positive and negative patterns that he's very good at doing. So that gave me a lot of confidence to carry on. I added the skulls and the heads on the shoulders. That's about all I did after he did his work. And so after then I planned to do 2 more, series of 3. We'll talk about the next 2. Okay. Okay. Here's the man himself, Ike Proctor, standing in front of the first painting we did. And you can see that, looking at his arm, that's a kind of New Zealand Maori style tattooing, negative, positive space, patterns to do with belonging to their family and their bones, which are where their ancestors are buried. So, which is kind of off limits in our collaboration, but what he did on the paintings were very kind of tattoo art style illustration and patterning. Quite amazing patterns. So he won't be on camera. He's back in New Zealand, working full time. So, but just get you an idea of what he looks like and where he gets his ideas from. Yeah. So, Mr. Ike Proctor and our collaboration. Okay. Now I'm at the Vanishing Point Art Gallery, where the second painting in the series that I did with Ike Proctor is showing, in kind of a group show. This is one where, the first one, I got him to do all the patterns on the body, and so I said to him, just do patterns, whatever, around the body, you know, in the background. So again, I went away and I came back, and he got these beautiful flowers and a sort of a banner. And there again, I didn't do much else. It was all in white, so I painted the light green, and I added the 5 eyes. So number 2 in a series of 3, and then the third one I'll talk to you about now. Third in a series of paintings I did with a friend of mine, Ike Proctor. I met him at work. We just sort of got to know each other, and then he happened to do tattoos. He's a Maori guy. So at work he showed me the sort of tattoos he'd do on the weekend on people, on his mobile phone, and they were amazing. And so he knew I painted, I showed him my work. So we sort of talked about stuff for a while, and then we sort of collaborated on a small picture. You know, he just put some patterns and stuff on. And then I had the idea that, okay, that's the normal scale I work on, so I thought I'd set each painting up with a sort of very simple figure, and then bring him into my house and let him go for about 3 hours doing what he does. And I never really directed him much. I just sort of said, the first one I said, put all the patterns on the body, and the second one I said, don't do that, put all the patterns, we'll do stuff around the body. And the third one I wasn't sort of, you know, I just said, you know, there's lots of words, I don't know what you're going to do. I just left because I used to like going away, not being in his hair, and then I'd come back after 3 hours and just be amazed at what he'd done. So, you know. That's the cue. Any questions?
So you really let him into your house?
I was really disappointed. I was disappointed. He's gone back to New Zealand to work. He's a full-time tattoo artist, but he's promised to come back every now and again and do a painting with me. So I hope that continues. What I'm very interested in is paid newspaper collage. What I found was when I started doing it, I'd use the Sydney Morning Herald headlines, but over the years, aesthetically, I prefer white letters on black, which the Herald does occasionally, but Bragg and Drum Media do a lot of it. So I was always, you know, cutting headlines out of Braggs, and I'd pick up 10 from the pavement and take them all back, because I like using the same headline, repeating it as well. You know, not maybe on this one, but... and so, when I think about this painting, you know, for me, you know, I think of it as my love letter to Sydney and rock music, and, you know, going out, bands, venues, and also that ties in with sort of, these are sort of bat heads that I like to do. I very much like bats. And I like, you know, studying them and going to talks about them, and sort of you know, groups that count the bats in Walleye Creek. So I just like seeing them fly over.
You're a bat counter.
Huh?
You're a bat counter.
I haven't yet, no, but they have counters where.
Oh, all right.
No,
are you going there?
Yeah, they have five.
You're in training. Is that
five
right?
fly over, and they get one count.
Are you doing it?
I'll do it when it warms up, and they do it. Yeah, we do.
Is there a name for it?
What's that?
Bat spotting.
Bat spotting.
You know, they just...
Bat stats.
Bat stats.
they're a very interesting crowd. They're very eccentric, obviously.
Yeah.
But with that whole Hyde Park thing happening, where they're actually going to get rid of all the bats. But the fact is, bats are too weak to actually tag. That was part of the deal. If they tag all the bats, they can get rid of them. But they can't even tag them because they're very... You know,
all right, because they're overpopulated. Is that why?
Well,
Yeah.
lots of kind of different things. There's not so much food up north, which they normally go.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that's.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.